This is the Sakar Murli of the 13th of May 2023. Essence, sweet children, clean the dirty clothes of souls with Lux soap. Imbibe and also inspire others to imbibe the manners of purity. Question: which magic is first-class magic and how? Answer: God's magic is first class, because it changes you from residents of hell into residents of heaven, from impure to pure. Only the Father teaches you this magic. Baba says, children, simply follow me and you will become kings of kings. Make your souls pure and you will receive pure bodies. Ensure your old bodies, minds and wealth, and you will receive everything new. Only the Father teaches you to make such a bargain at the confluence age. Song. People today are in darkness. Om Shanti. You children heard a line of the song. On the one side, on the path of devotion, there are all those people of the world, and on the other side are you children of the path of knowledge. They continue to climb the ladder of devotion, whereas you children continue to climb the ladder of knowledge and come down the ladder of devotion. You children know that you have to climb the ladder of devotion for half a cycle. You come down to the extent that you climb the ladder of devotion. Then, to the extent that you climb the ladder of knowledge, you will receive salvation. Devotees are at first unadulterated. Then they become adulterated. And finally, they have total blind faith. They don't understand anything at all. They sing, we are in complete darkness. There is complete darkness without the Satguru. There are many gurus here. Now, who is the true guru? Sages, great souls, holy men and devotees all make spiritual endeavour, that is, they remember God. They study the scriptures, the Vedas, the Upanishads, and yet they say, when God comes, he will grant us salvation. Only the bestower of salvation is called the purifier. You children have now been enlightened. You know the purifier, Father, and you remember him. However much a child remembers the Father and imbibes knowledge, to that extent his darkness of ignorance is dispelled. Only the one Father takes you into the light. This is why it is said, when the Satguru gives you the ointment of knowledge, the darkness of ignorance is dispelled. This is not eye makeup, etc. This is a matter of knowledge. Together with knowledge there is also yoga. The intellect's yoga of you children is now connected to the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. However, you are also number-wise. No other human being has yoga with the Almighty Authority, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You have to have yoga with the Father and also the lands of liberation and liberation in life. You need to have divine manners for liberation and liberation in life. At this time everyone's manners are devilish. The praise of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is sung. He is the seed of the human world tree, the truth, the living being, the ocean of bliss, the ocean of knowledge, and the ocean of purity forever. This status of his is imperishable. No human being has an imperishable status. Although you become oceans of knowledge and oceans of purity, you become that in a limited way. The Father says, I am unlimited. I cannot make you unlimited. Otherwise, how would the play continue? You cannot become that forever. You become that for 21 births. 21 generations are remembered. It is not the law that you become that forever. I alone am ever pure. I reside in the supreme abode. I constantly have knowledge and purity, etc. You forget it. Therefore the Father comes at this time and removes you children from extreme darkness and purifies you with knowledge and yoga. No one else can say, I have come from the supreme abode, remember me, your Father. Although sannyasis have called themselves the Supreme Soul, they cannot say, I have come from the supreme abode, so remember me. No one can copy these elevated versions. The Father says, I come to make you into kings of kings. Only those who became this in the previous cycle will become this now. You know how many children become pure, and how many also become impure and dirty. The Father comes and washes the dirty clothes. Souls become dirty. He explains to you souls, Maya has made you so dirty. It's not a matter of one birth, but a matter of birth after birth. The Father has now come and is giving you Lux soap with which to clean souls. He says, remember me so that the lights of you souls that have become extinguished will become ignited with yoga. He reminds you, you were sent to heaven and then Maya made you dirty. I have now come to make you into the masters of heaven. I'm giving you teachings through this mouth of Brahma. He says to souls, forget your bodies, including all bodily religions. Remember me, your Father, and you souls will become clean. Then in the future, you will receive new bodies. All the elements will also become Satopratan. The Father says, forget this old world. Remember me, and you will come to me. When someone creates something in this old world, it is given a new name. For instance, they call Delhi New Delhi, but the world is still the old world. The intellect's yoga of you children should now be completely removed from this old world. You souls have to go to your sweet home. You now have the faith that you are souls and that you have to remember the Father, and your final thoughts will then lead you to your destination. People remember many others. Some remember their Guru, and others remember Krishna. However, they don't know where Krishna etc. went. They don't even know that everyone definitely has to take rebirth. This system has continued from the beginning of the world. The deities existed at the beginning of the Golden Age, and so rebirth too would surely have started at that time. The first pure human being is Sri Krishna. There is greater praise of him. There isn't as much praise of Lakshmi and Narayan, because children are pure and Satopratam. However, people don't know where the land of Krishna is. They speak of paradise, but no one knows about the golden age. They have portrayed Krishna in the copper age. That same name and form cannot exist in another birth. Krishna existed in the golden age. You know that Jagadamba and Jagapita then become Lakshmi and Narayan. The golden age is called the land of Krishna, and this is now the land of Kans. That is a devilish name. There is the deity community, and this is the devilish community. This name is just in the Gita. It cannot exist in any other scripture. The Father sits here and explains to you at the confluence age. So the Father is the Creator, and He is called the seed of the human world. You sing, Baba, you are the purifier. Come and purify this impure world. Create the pure world and inspire the destruction of the impure world. Truly, He creates the pure world through Brahma, and He then destroys the impure world through Shankar. No one else knows these things. You children now have to have yoga with the Father. You can see that when dirty clothes are beaten with a stick, some are torn apart. There are some who are as sinful as Amajil, so that they do not become clean at all. Baba explains to you very clearly, children, remember the most beloved Father and the most beloved land of happiness. This is a land of extreme sorrow. All are crying out in distress. They beat one another and then say, God, protect us. The Father is the liberator. You know that Baba has come for us children in particular, and that He takes everyone in general back to the land of peace. Among you children, you also have this intoxication number-wise. This study is no less. Look whom He is teaching. He makes souls as sinful as Amajil into the masters of heaven. He repeatedly tells you children, you have to imbibe divine virtues. You have the aim and objective in your intellects. No one else tells you about the manners of purity. Sannyasis make you leave your homes and families. You don't have to leave your homes and families, but you do have to leave the old world. Their renunciation is limited, whereas this is unlimited. Sannyasis receive a lot of respect. When a sannyasi comes here, he is told to change his costume first, and then go and give knowledge to his wife. Many will come and fall at your feet. They cannot be uplifted without you mothers, because you give knowledge. However, there is no question of falling at anyone's feet. When someone says Namaste or Rama Rama, you have to respond. The Father also says, children, Namaste. I make you even higher than myself. I make you into the masters of both Brahman and the world, and I then go away into the stage of retirement. However, you also have to follow Srimat. You have to turn your faces away from this old world. There is the picture of Rama and Ravan. There is also the picture of Krishna kicking hell away and holding the globe of heaven on his palm. Baba explains to you very clearly, but scarcely any of you do this business. You Give your bodies, minds and wealth to the Father and receive everything new. This is first-class insurance. The Father says when you souls are purified, you will receive pure bodies. You will then rule in heaven. This is why he is also called the businessman and the magician. To make impure ones pure is God's magic. The Father says, make the residents of hell into residents of heaven. This is first-class magic. There is a lot of attainment. The Father says, become kings of kings. Follow the Father. This father, Brahma, is a half Kumar. Mama was a Kumari. Therefore you have to follow them. You would say, we brothers and sisters are claiming our inheritance from the Father. In the world outside, a sister or daughter doesn't receive an inheritance, but a brother or son does. Here, everyone receives it, because all of you are souls. The Father says, all of you have come to me, and then this relationship of brother and sister is broken. There is the relationship of the Father and the children. This is why you say we are all brothers. This is a brotherhood. There is no fatherhood. The idea of omnipresence has caused a lot of damage. You children now have to remember the Father. You mustn't think that someone would especially make you sit in yoga. You have been given an aim. Listen to the Murli and then stay in yoga while walking and moving around. This is a pilgrimage and you are going back. You are free to do your work for 8 hours, but then you have to give time here. The main thing is purity. They have made one another impure and caused sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. The tree is now completely decayed. Baba comes and makes this decayed tree divine. Now follow Srimat. Shiv Baba is speaking and Brahma is also speaking. However, you know that Shiv Baba is your father, teacher and Satguru. You are children and students, and he guarantees that he will take all of you back home. No one else can give such a guarantee. They simply give themselves big titles. You have now received authority. You can explain there is only the one Jagat Guru, World Guru, and he alone grants everyone salvation. No one knows such a Father, the bestower of happiness. If they were to know the Father, they would also know his property. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual Father. Essence for Dana 1. In order for your final thoughts to lead you to your destination, remove your heart from this old world and turn your face away from it. Remember your sweet home. 2. Make a true bargain with the Father, the businessman. Ensure your body, mind and wealth, everything, and follow the Father. Blessing. May you go beyond and come close to your destination by crossing all walls of limitations. The way to cross any wall of limitation is to go beyond and just cross it. The stage of going beyond means the flying stage. Those in the flying stage never hang on to or get stuck in limitations. They always see their destination to be very close. They become flying birds and sit on the branch of karma on the kalpa tree. They act with their powerful unlimited form and then fly away. They would not get trapped in any bondage on the branch of karma. They would be constantly free. Slogan: become an authority of experience, and you will not be deceived by any other royal form of Maya. Om Shanti.